Alright, so here's the pedal itself. I have it in latch mode, so it's going to do that. So we have our effect, our freeze effect volume. That controls the I guess like the frozen note or chord you play. So what happens is the LED kind of shows you how long the note's held out. So in the fast mode, as you can see, it releases it very fast. Slow mode kind of trails off a little bit. Okay, and latch mode is when you pop it in, it'll stay. So, and then you click it again to kind of reset the freeze. So if I had it in slow mode, you just have to hold these two modes, the fast and slow. You have to actually hold the foot switch down, and then you release it. So that way you can play another chord and do the same thing. This is more if you want to do the Eric Johnson trick, as I call it, and then just kind of like play a chord and kind of play lots of little notes and whatever scales and solos and stuff on top of it. So yeah, those are the three so mini switch does. And like I said, the effect level is actually the frozen chord or note level. And right around here, I tend to find it sounds nice, so I can hear the notes on top of it. And it always helps to have like an overdrive pedal to play with this thing, because I think it really helps bring out you know, the notes as opposed to kind of blending in. So if you're not using 2 amps, which most people are not, this is my preferred setup. So without further ado, let's actually listen to the pedal. Alright, so let's hear some sounds. So here's the guitar by itself, unplugged. Got my American Deluxe Stratocaster with noiseless pickups plugged into a Ibanez TS9 Tube Screamer, which goes into the Freeze, which goes into my Fender Bandmaster. Here is my tone just by itself. By itself. So let's check out the different modes. Here's the Freeze on fast latch mode, which means as soon as I release the foot switch, it's gonna the freezed note or chord, whatever, it's gonna kind of stop. So for example, so right now I'm holding the chord, I let go. So it's immediate almost. Next is the slow mode, which the kind of lift off or the sustain kind of goes by a little bit more slowly. I'm trying to describe something very simple, very more complex, so just listen. A little bit more of a longer kind of like, you know, fade out, I guess you could call it. So for this is more useful to me than the fast, and this is how I kind of use it. Something like that. You can always put it in a song if you were quick enough, almost like a synthy kind of chord thing. So the other mode, which is sort of like the Eric Johnson trick, which is probably one of my favorite modes. I'm gonna play the same chord. I was just sustaining A minor 7 sharp 5, which is kind of cool. And right now I have the volume up about at 9 o'clock, which leads me to some volume above so I can kind of play on top of it. So here's where the pedal really kind of is cool. So I'm going to hit this chord. So right now I'm just sustaining, and I can adjust the volume and turn it off. So I have it kind of, you know, about 9 o'clock. Turn on my Tube Screamer, and then kind of go to town, you know.